It's a typical Tuesday. September 11th, 2001. New York awakens to its usual bustling rhythm. The iconic yellow taxis weave through the crowded streets of Manhattan, while throngs of commuters pour into the subway stations, each hurrying to begin their busy day. Office buildings gradually fill with the hum of voices, the tread of footsteps, and the incessant ringing of phones. Everything seems ordinary. No one foresees that the world is on the cusp of a drastic change. At 8:46 in the morning, the facade of normalcy shatters. A thunderous roar cleaves the air, a plane. American Airlines Flight 11 crashes into the North Tower of the World Trade Center with catastrophic force. The impact unleashes a fiery ball, engulfing the skyscraper in flames. Shards of glass and twisted metal rain from the sky as thick, black smoke begins to billow high above the city. For a moment, confusion reigns. Onlookers on the street lift their eyes skyward, stunned, desperate to believe it's a terrible accident. Televisions worldwide broadcast the scenes live, a giant tower ablaze. The heart of America's financial power grievously wounded. Viewers across the globe are glued to their screens, clinging to the hope that this is merely a tragic error. But illusions are dispelled just 17 minutes later. At 9:03, another plane. United Airlines Flight 175 slams into the South Tower. An explosion of such magnitude follows that it feels like a fiery wave engulfing Manhattan. The reality slowly dawns on the city, on the nation. This is no accident. It is an attack. Panic sweeps through the streets. Eyes remain fixed skyward, unable to believe what they are witnessing. Many weep, others scream, some stand frozen in shock. Within moments, the most powerful city in the world transforms into a landscape of fear punctuated by the wail of sirens, cries of anguish, and the roar of flames consuming the towers. This morning, which began like countless others, is rapidly spiraling into one of the darkest days in human history. New York becomes paralyzed. Cameras capture live footage of the two burning towers, towering giants searing against the blue sky. Millions across the world watch these scenes, struggling to accept their grim reality. It resembles a horror film, yet there are no special effects here, no fiction. Inside the buildings, thousands are trapped on upper floors, with no escape route. Many desperately try to descend through smoke-filled stairwells, while others make heart-wrenching calls to loved ones, leaving messages that become final farewells. Some appear at windows, desperately seeking air, hope, and others, driven by despair, make the harrowing choice to leap into the void to escape the inferno. These images indelibly mark the collective memory. Meanwhile, the city strives to respond. Firefighters, police officers, and rescue workers race toward the catastrophe, fully aware that they are risking their lives. Men and women in uniform ascend the stairways of the towers, laden with hundreds of pounds of equipment, while everyone else is making their way down to safety. They are climbing against the ticking clock, against the seemingly inevitable destiny, driven solely by their unwavering sense of duty and extraordinary bravery. However, the ordeal is far from over. At precisely 9:30 in the morning, a third plane crashes into the Pentagon, the nerve center of America's defense. Another iconic symbol is struck. Another thunderous explosion reverberates around the world, sending shockwaves across the globe. While the United States scrambles to comprehend the full scope of this calculated assault, at 10:30, yet another harrowing chapter unfolds as a fourth plane plummets into a field in Pennsylvania. This is United Airlines Flight 93. The passengers, fully aware of the grim fate awaiting them, muster the incredible courage to mount a resistance against the hijackers. This desperate yet heroic act prevents another intended strike, another potential atrocity. But in New York, time is on the brink of halting. By 9:59, in front of the stunned eyes of the global audience, the South Tower gives way. The 110-story skyscraper collapses in an astonishingly brief span of fewer than 10 seconds, unleashing a massive cloud of dust that engulfs the streets of Manhattan. This is no ordinary dust cloud. It is a dense, suffocating avalanche of grey that sweeps over everything in its path: people, cars, buildings. The noise generated by this collapse is beyond words, an indescribable roar that echoes through the canyons of the city. Like a never-ending thunderclap, the cacophony continues amidst the chaos, and within that ominous cloud, men and women run blindly, shielding their faces, gasping for breath, trying solely to survive. Yes, what does it need? A brew. There's no oxidation. But the nightmare is far from over. It's precisely 10:28 in the morning. The North Tower, the first to be hit, still stands, but it's a futile fight. Flames hungrily consume every floor, the metal of the building succumbs. Its internal structures can no longer withstand the relentless assault. Live, before millions of eyes glued to screens across the globe, the towering giant bends and then collapses upon itself. Within a mere 12 seconds, the skyline of Manhattan transforms forever. The immense cloud that rises is towering, higher than the buildings, denser than darkness itself. Dust infiltrates everything: lungs, eyes, the streets, turning Manhattan into an eerie, grey desert. It feels as though the city has been erased, swallowed by a hurricane of ash. Suddenly, silence descends. It isn't true silence, for sirens continue to wail, people scream, and rescuers shout orders. Yet, it's an internal silence born out of disbelief. No one can speak. No one can fully grasp the unfolding reality. Survivors emerge from the cloud like phantoms, covered head to toe in dust, eyes bloodshot, faces unrecognizable. Some hold hands, others wander alone, disoriented and lost. Just moments ago, New York streets were vibrant with life. Now, they resemble a war-torn landscape. As the city cloaks itself in ash, hope flickers and dims. Within the fallen towers lie thousands, lives abruptly shattered in an instant. In under 2 hours, America has been deeply wounded. Its symbol of economic strength has vanished, and its military capital has been struck. Citizens gaze skyward with trepidation, pondering whether this nightmare has truly ended, or if it has only just begun. The heart of New York beats on, but it beats as a broken heart. The city is enshrouded in dust, and every street of Lower Manhattan becomes a labyrinth of debris, piercing sirens, and bodies fleeing or seeking shelter. Firefighters, police officers, paramedics, all race into the toxic cloud, and many are tragically unaware they will not return. Hospitals reach capacity within minutes. A relentless stream of ambulances delivers burned victims, injuries covered in blood, men and women struggling to breathe as smoke scorch their lungs. But a stark truth swiftly emerges. There are fewer injured than anticipated. Most trapped within the towers didn't escape with their lives. On the streets, people reach out to help each other. There are those pouring water into the eyes of strangers, blinded by dust, others cradling lifeless bodies, unable to muster the strength to let go. Glances meet, and there is no need for words. The pain is universal. Around Ground Zero, heart-wrenching cries pierce the air. Family members and friends desperately seek their loved ones, brandishing makeshift photos and hastily scribbled phone numbers. It's a desperate race against an overwhelming emptiness, a flickering hope dimming with each passing hour. Television networks broadcast live footage, and the entire world watches with bated breath. From the ancient streets of Rome to the bustling metropolis of Tokyo, from the iconic skyline of London to the vibrant cityscapes of New Delhi, people everywhere are glued to their screens, unable to tear themselves away from the unfolding drama. This event has transcended being merely an attack on America. It has become a profound global wound, an indelible trauma that belongs to all of humanity. Meanwhile, the skies above New York become eerily vacant. Every civilian flight is grounded, airports are shuttered, and the United States takes unprecedented security measures, effectively locking down its airspace. It is a historic first in modern times that the skies over America come to a standstill. Yet, despite this, time marches relentlessly on in the streets below. The pungent stench of smoke, mingled with the harsh odor of scorched metal and the horrifying scent of burnt flesh, fills the air, clinging persistently to those who breathe it and searing itself into their memories. Those who witness these events know they will be forever etched in their minds. The ripple of pain crosses oceans, bridging the vast Atlantic and Pacific, reaching every corner of the planet. Stock markets halt in their tracks, financial markets quake with uncertainty, and governments worldwide declare a heightened state of alert. It becomes painfully clear to everyone that the world has irrevocably changed. Fear pervades the fabric of daily life, embedding itself in the routine and altering the ordinary into something profoundly different. Airports have become fortresses, with increasingly stringent security checks and gazes full of distrust. Security has turned into an obsession. In response, the United States waged wars, first in Afghanistan, then in Iraq, ushering in an era marked by terrorism, by the absence of the Twin Towers, and by the ruins that symbolize a fragile world. Ground Zero remained a smoldering crater for months. Rescuers worked tirelessly, hoping for miracles that never came. Ash covered everything: streets, homes, and hearts. Yet, amid this ash, a sense of memory was born. September 11th, 2001, transcends being just a date. It is an indelible scar on a generation, a remembrance that cannot be erased. During those harrowing hours, the world lost its certainties and innocence, starkly realizing life's fragility. New York has lifted itself up, as has America. But nothing will ever be the same. Today, where the Twin Towers once stood, the One World Trade Center rises, a tower crafted from glass and steel reaching towards the sky, emblematic of rebirth and remembrance. Beside it stands the memorial, with two vast reflecting pools where water flows and silence prevails. The names of the victims are etched around the pools, transforming them into a sacred space of mourning and reflection. It is a place that embodies both pain and hope, a testament to resilience that continues to speak to everyone who pauses before those eternal waters.